Skeeter presents The Tomb of Kings. In this video, we will be talking about the Tomb of Kings. It's located in Termur, near the Holy City. In order to get into the Stygian Abyss, you take a quest called the Sacred Quest, also known as the Shrine of Singularity Quest. When you enter the area, sometimes it's not safe, sometimes there's a spawn that is open for the quest. So if you do die, there is a healer down here. I have died quite a bit of times, so if you do die, there is a healer here. Depending on what your character's skill level is when you come in here, it can be dangerous. Or if you're clumsy or forget that your character happens to be logged out there, oops. There's all these switches when you enter that you can open these chambers further in. There's a bunch of creatures in there that you can kill for resources. Otherwise they can't get you if you don't flick the switches. This barrier is here that makes it so you can't run through and the fire will hurt you. So you'll run over here and say board to get rid of the barrier that makes it so you can't run through. Now the barrier is gone. So I run over here, so I decide, hey, I don't feel like being burned today. So I say an ord and poof, no more flame. This is the chamber I was talking about with all the other creatures that you can kill for resources, which can't get you until you flick the switches. Or if somebody decides to be a little jerk and flicks all the switches and then runs away. Ha 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 ha! In this area I like to farm a bunch of resources because it spawns fairly quickly and it's pretty easy to kill, especially with Fenrir, this CU right here. When you run to the bridge, sometimes it doesn't pop up unless you run to it the right way. So you gotta make sure you get to it the right way. Sometimes you run through and, oops, I'm back through. But you can't get across this bridge because it's broken. If you're a gargoyle, you can fly across, but I am not a gargoyle, so I cannot fly. So I have to take this long, windy path over here. Do 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 do. If you continue down the path, there's a spawn at the bottom of this area. You go across the bridge, and it starts with fire ants and lava lizards. Biggest thing for the fire ants is the goo they shoot. When you enter this area, if you run down there, your fire and your barrier will be back, and you will be burned, and you will not be able to go through. So you have to take that gate. Normally this area is pretty safe, but today there is a silver serpent, so we might as well kill it. Sometimes you get silver serpent skin and pottery fragments and other things like that that you can use for quests and ingredients. And as you can see, the spawn related to the quest to get into the Stygian Abyss is gone.